Hi, this is Super Web Ed. I'm a web designer. Often I get asked how you add membership login to your website. It's real easy to do. A lot of people think it's very difficult, that they need to be a programmer. You do not have to be a programmer. If you can copy and paste, save a file, then you already know how to do it. It's real easy to do. You just use this. This is called Sentry, Sentrylogin.com. Let me see if I can zoom in here. You go to Sentrylogin.com, Sentrylogin.com. This is really the easiest way to do it. If you do a Google search for add login to my website, or add membership to my website, or even just do a search for PayPal subscriptions, Sentry is one of the top results, and it's for a good reason. It's used by most websites because it's just the easiest one to integrate. So I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. Okay, here we have a website, client's website. It wants this page protected. It's called pics.htm. It's just stock pics. Right now it's just an HTML page, and when you go to the website, there's the URL. When you go there, you can just see it without logging into anything, and that's not the way he wants it. He obviously wants it to be protected, and he wants the login form on this page. See, here's his note. Wants the login form right there. Well, we're going to put it there, and it's real easy to do. First thing we got to do is go to Sentry. We got to log into Sentry, into his Sentry account, and that is I'm already logged in right here. Okay, we're inside Sentrylogin.com. Before I go any further, I just want to give you a tip. Go ahead and go full screen with this YouTube video, and that way you'll be able to see absolutely everything on the screen. I don't want you to miss anything. So there's a tip for you. Okay. Now we're inside Sentrylogin. Just want to zoom in up here for you. You can see it has some tabs: home, my members, my form, my setup, my account. I'm not going to go over all of this, but it's real easy to set up. When you get a Sentry account, you just go here to start, and it has a quick start, and it's basically a tour, and that's real easy to follow. You just click this start and you just follow along. It's a wizard, or you can just jump to any part right here. It's a really great program. I'm just going to go back to home. So anyway, in here we're going to go ahead and go to my setup, and we're going to click right down here. Let's see if I can zoom in to the integrate button, and go ahead and click that. This brings us to the integration wizard. It's real easy to use. Of course, everything in Sentry is. Just ask you a few questions. We're going to go ahead and jump right to this. I've done this before, so I'm just going to go ahead and click yes. I have placed Sentry code onto my website before. I'm going to go ahead and click next. This takes us to basically a menu where we can choose what we want to do. We know that we've done these things already for this account. I'm not going to go into that, and it's not in the scope of this tutorial really. Basically that's part of the quick start setup, and it's all extremely fast and easy and step by step. But we're going to go ahead and get the code for our login box. First thing this brings us to is it's asking us basically what flavor of login form do you need. By flavor, that's our way of saying which scripting language, ASP or PHP. All servers use one or the other. Some use both. You might not know that your server even does this, but basically every server supports at least one of those. Most support PHP, being in the Unix or Linux type. Any kind of Windows probably supports ASP, but they often support PHP as well. We already happen to know that the server that this client is on supports ASP, so we're going to go ahead and click that. We're on the next step now, and that is to paste the login form. Now this is a step-by-step page too. Looks like it has a lot of text, looks like it's complex, but it's really not. Basically just step 1, 2, 3, and by the time you're to step 3 you're done essentially, until you have to change the extension, which I'll go over with you. I'm going to zoom in right here. This is where we get the top code. Top code is just a string of code that we're just going to copy and paste right into our HTML, and it just provides some functionality. I'm just going to go ahead and click here and then hit Control A to select all. You don't have to do that. You can just go ahead and select it the old-fashioned way if you want, like that. But then I do strongly suggest you hit Control C to copy, because that is the easiest way to copy. Okay, I'm just going to come right over here to Dreamweaver. I use Dreamweaver. My version is really old. It's Dreamweaver MX. You don't have to use Dreamweaver if you don't feel like buying it. You can use any web editing product you want. You can even use a Notepad if you want. You don't have to use anything special for this. There's free software out there. Do a Google search for free web editing software. There's this one here from Eversoft called First Page. I highly recommend it. It is free. Well, they have a free version. Okay, let's go ahead and go back here. We still have that in the clipboard. I'm going to come up here to my source code. I'm going to scroll to the top. Go right up here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Make it a little clearer. I'm coming right up here to the top. I'm just going to make a space, well, a new line. Hit enter, in other words. And go ahead and hit Control V, which is paste, or you can go edit paste, whichever you like. And there we go. Alright, that puts our top code in. I'm going to hit save real quick. I like to save often. You should too. Okay, we already know from this client that he wants his login form right here. So we're just going to go back to, let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and come back to our integration page in Sentry. Basically step 3. And this is the code for the login form itself. We're just going to come in here and Control A to select, Control C to copy. Come right back to Dreamweaver. I'm going to go ahead and select this. Dreamweaver has a round trip HTML, so it selects in the source code as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and come right up here and paste it. Alright. Ta-da. Bam. I'm done. Alright, so we've got the login form there. We're still on an HTML page, so of course this is non-functioning until we change the extension. But that's the next step on that page. Right here, back in Sentry. Step 4, important, change here. Let me zoom in. Important, change the extension. Working with the original page, rename the extension of the page file name to ASP. What does that mean? Well, nothing to panic about. It's real easy. You're just going to be changing the extension as follows.